As far as business operations goes, always hire people smarter than you. I think a risk that people run is thinking that they have to do everything themselves or that they are the one with the expertise for the end-to-end processes. Actually collaborating with people who are smarter, being willing to let go of some processes and give it to other people gives you the opportunity for growth. And so that's a big tip that I think for the small businesses trying to go from being a one-man band to being able to actually have team members and grow the business beyond themselves. It will take sacrifice, and some of that is even ego related. The business isn't just you, so hire people smarter than yourself. And on the public speaking side, or at least presenting your business confidently, passion is key. Passion sells everything. So if you're passionate about what you do, make sure that shows.
Do you think that as an entrepreneur or business owner who's going to start up need a good or have foundation in a public speaking? Tell their story, their product?
Absolutely. And I've seen examples of this. No matter what you do, even if it's groundbreaking and world changing, if you can't speak about it, if you can't present it, it's less likely to succeed. An example would be if you are a medical professional, perhaps a medical researcher or a PhD student.
This podcast is brought to you by AusPod Syndicate, powered by Kangaroo Fern Media Lab. Kangaroo Fern is Australia's independent video and podcast management agency with a mission to help individuals and entrepreneurs to start their own podcast and harness the power of podcasting. Book now via www.kangaroofern.com.
Let's say, for example, you've just come up with a really innovative cure to cancer or something, a major medical breakthrough. If you can't speak to this effect confidently, it's less likely that you'll get funding for research. It's less likely that you'll get collaborators to take that research further. So therefore, something that could be world-changing does come down to your ability to present your research and findings effectively.
Do you get nervous when you're presenting?
Every time. I've seen so many people say to me, oh, you must be a natural at this. Not really. Again, like I said earlier, English was not my first language, so there was a barrier there. And so I had to overcome that. Theatre was a really good avenue. But to this day, of course I get nervous because I'm human. What I have learned to do is use my tools, manage the nerves, and actually channel them and turn them into excitement.
So I have next question for me, because a lot of business entrepreneurs are too busy taking care of their business, taking care of their family. Do you believe in work-life balance? Does it exist? Can you define that for me?
It's a challenge that most people face, and I face it as well, especially for a small business or an entrepreneur, because like I said earlier, if you're a one-man band, you do everything, right? You're everything from admin to marketing to the CEO to actually delivering the service as well. So finding a balance there as you're growing is challenging, absolutely, especially if you're really excited about what you do, because that's self-perpetuating engine. You're fueled by passion, that fuels this motivation, and it's a cycle. So the way that I'm currently breaking that cycle, because it's an everyday challenge, the way that I'm currently breaking that cycle is having accountability partners. And my biggest accountability partner is Leonard. And I'll tag him in this video when it's posted later. But he keeps me real, he keeps me raw, he keeps me grounded. And I know then that I can be honest with someone to get that balance so that I know how hard I should work and at what time I should stop and give myself a treat or a moment. So have an accountability partner to keep you grounded.
So you're saying you need to have like a time off?
Absolutely. And there's balance there. So I have a really strict calendar. And in my calendar, I even have to put in there home time. I have to put it in there because if there's a gap in my calendar, the entrepreneur in me will fill it with something because you're motivated, right? So I actually have to block me time. I have to block Netflix time. I have to block time with my cat, whatever it is, that's your moment.
A Kangaroo Fern production.